Adidas has made a seismic move in the sports and marketing landscape by signing college basketball phenom Caitlin Clark to an endorsement deal that feels less like a contract and more like a declaration of war against Nike. This isn't just business. It's a battle for the hearts, minds, and wallets of a generation that Clark has captivated with her gravity-defying three-pointers and unshakable swagger. For Adidas, the move signals a bold shift in strategy, and for Nike, it's a moment that likely stings like a buzzer-beater loss. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Caitlin Clark isn't your average basketball star. She plays with an audacity that borders on theatrical. When she drains a three from the logo, she doesn't just jog back. She smirks, maybe shrugs as if to say, "Yeah, I did that, and I might do it again." Her on-court persona is magnetic, combining a flair for the dramatic with a workmanlike intensity. It's no wonder that Adidas, known for leaning into the cultural zeitgeist, saw her as the perfect ambassador to challenge Nike's long-standing dominance. The signing was announced with all the flair of a blockbuster movie trailer. Adidas didn't just want to tell people they'd signed Clark. They wanted to shout it from the rooftops. The campaign launch was slick, with video highlights of Clark's greatest moments, punctuated by her sharp glare and a soundtrack that felt like it was made to shake stadium walls. The tagline? Something bold and direct, the kind that sticks in your head long after the ad ends. Nike might have had the swoosh, but Adidas was making waves. What makes this move so strategic is how it positions Adidas. Nike has long been the kingpin in basketball endorsements, building an empire with names like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kobe Bryant. Adidas, while certainly no slouch, has often felt like the scrappy underdog in the basketball arena. By signing Clark, they're not just adding a star to their roster, they're making a statement. This isn't just about shoes and apparel, it's about cultural clout, about aligning with a player who represents the future of basketball and, arguably, sports at large. Clark's appeal is broad, and that's part of what makes this deal so impactful. She's a phenomenon on the court, but her personality off the court is just as magnetic. Her interviews are a mix of humility and sharp wit. She doesn't dodge tough questions, and she's as likely to crack a joke as she is to offer thoughtful analysis. That kind of relatability is marketing gold. Adidas isn't just betting on her ability to sell sneakers. They're betting on her ability to connect with an audience that values authenticity as much as they value performance. The deal also highlights a growing trend in the sports world: the importance of collegiate athletes as marketing powerhouses. The NCAA's recent changes around name, image, and likeness (NIL) rights have opened up a floodgate of opportunities for players like Clark. A few years ago, a deal of this magnitude for a college athlete would have been unthinkable. Now it feels like the logical next step in a landscape that's evolving at breakneck speed. For Adidas, the timing couldn't be better. The women's basketball scene is booming, with more visibility and fan engagement than ever before. Caitlin Clark has been at the center of that rise, breaking records and shattering expectations. Her performances have drawn comparisons to the greatest players in history, male or female, and her ability to command the spotlight is second to none. By locking her into a deal now, Adidas is effectively planting their flag in the sport's fertile ground. Nike, of course, isn't going to take this lying down. Their response, while not immediate, will undoubtedly be calculated. They've built an empire by spotting talent early and nurturing it, so losing out on a player like Clark is a rare and significant miss. The company has always prided itself on being the brand of choice for basketball's elite, and Clark's decision to go with Adidas is a crack in that facade. Whether they admit it or not, it stings. Adidas, for their part, isn't just celebrating. They're doubling down. The marketing campaign surrounding Clark is as much about Adidas as it is about her. It's a rebranding of sorts, a way to position themselves as the bold, forward-thinking alternative to Nike's established dominance. The message is clear: Adidas isn't playing second fiddle anymore. They're here to lead, and are willing to make big moves to do it. The implications of this deal go beyond basketball. It's a reflection of how the sports marketing landscape is shifting. Brands are increasingly looking for ambassadors who can transcend their sport, who can be cultural icons as well as athletic ones. Clark fits that mold perfectly. She's already a household name among basketball fans, but Adidas is betting she can become something even bigger, a symbol of what's next. The humor in all this, of course, lies in the reactions. Fans of both brands have taken to social media with the kind of fervor usually reserved for playoff games. Nike loyalists are quick to downplay the move, while Adidas supporters are reveling in the perceived upset. The memes are flying, and the commentary ranges from insightful to absurd. It's the kind of drama that makes sports so compelling, where the action off the court is as gripping as the action on it. As for Clark, she seems unfazed by the whirlwind around her. If anything, she's leaning into it, using her platform to amplify her voice and her brand. Her social media presence is sharp, her interviews are engaging, and her on-court performances continue to speak volumes. She's not just thriving under the spotlight, she's owning it, and that's exactly what Adidas is banking on. The deal is also a testament to the changing dynamics of athlete endorsements. It's no longer enough to be great at your sport. You have to be great at connecting with people. Clark's ability to do both is what makes her such a valuable asset. Adidas isn't just signing a basketball player, they're signing a brand, a story, a movement. And in doing so, they've thrown down the gauntlet to Nike in the most public way possible. For now, the ball is in Nike's court. They built their empire on the backs of generational talents, and they're not going to let Adidas take that crown without a fight. But the Clark deal is a reminder that the landscape is changing, and the rules are being rewritten. For Adidas, it's a chance to redefine their brand and their place in the market. For Clark, it's an opportunity to cement her status as one of the most influential athletes of her generation. Adidas' signing of Caitlin Clark doesn't just add a high-profile athlete to their roster. It reshapes the competitive landscape of sports branding. With her infectious charisma and undeniable skill, Clark has become a symbol of modern athletic excellence, blurring the line between sports and culture. Adidas has capitalized on this moment, betting not just on her talent but on the cultural resonance she carries with her. The deal reflects a bold new direction for the company, one that embraces both the future of sports and the shifting expectations of younger audiences. For Clark, this partnership is more than just a payday. It's a platform. Adidas is giving her the tools and visibility to grow her influence, both as an athlete and as a voice for change. Whether it's inspiring the next generation of players or shaping the future of women's sports, she's positioned to make a lasting impact. The ripples of this deal are bound to spread far and wide. While Nike recalibrates and Adidas pushes forward, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, dominating the game and staying true to herself. In this high-stakes showdown between titans, one thing is certain: the next chapter of basketball's evolution is being written right now. In the end, this isn't just a story about a contract or a brand war. It's a story about ambition, about taking risks and making bold moves. It's about a player who's rewriting the rules of what's possible, both on and off the court, and a brand that's willing to bet big on that potential. Caitlin Clark and Adidas are a perfect match, and together, they're changing the game. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.